Unlike traditional legacy systems that are only able to see basic web session details such as bytes up, bytes down, and what the application is, Netskope uses a patented technology to decode at the API level rich contextual details about activities and data spanning thousands of cloud services. Today we're going to focus on Amazon AWS, and specifically EC2, where Netskope decodes granular details about both user and admin activity, such as creating, deleting, and editing virtual machines. This unprecedented level of visibility can be combined with granular policies, DLP, and threat protection to ensure safe and compliant usage in Amazon AWS. Let's take a look at a scenario where we have a user logged into EC2 and performs a potentially disastrous activity such as stopping an instance. This could very well be a benign activity or potentially a non-compliant activity that could impact services that rely on this instance. As you can see on the right, Netskope is able to see details about the user activity and specifically stopping an instance in Amazon EC2. Let's go ahead and create an inline policy to prevent this activity from taking place. Netskope enables granular policies that are in context of the user's identity, Active Directory group, location, activity, and content. Let's start by selecting the target users. We can choose a specific user, AD group, or even OU. Let's specify the user tied to the previous activity. Next, we choose the target application. Netskope supports thousands of cloud services, and we can search for a specific one, select a category, or even an instance, which is key for determining the difference between corporate, personal, developer, or sandbox accounts. Let's select Amazon EC2. We can optionally bring in DLP or threat protection into this policy, but for the purpose of this demo, we want to prevent a specific activity from taking place, so we will skip ahead to activities. Netskope provides granular visibility and policy enforcement covering a variety of activities. For this policy, let's specify stop as the activity. Next, we will have the option to bring in an additional set of contextual attributes such as managed versus unmanaged devices, network or geolocation, and much more. Let's make this simple and focus on the user, app, and activity, which we already selected. Next is the action we want to take when the policy is triggered. We can simply alert the admin and make this an audit event. We can also specify allow in the event. If we want to create a layered policy and block at the category level, but at the same time allow activities tied to this policy. Let's go ahead and specify block, as we want to prevent this risky activity from taking place. The last step is to name and apply our policy. Now that we have a policy in place, let's attempt the same activity we did before and stop an instance that is running in Amazon EC2. As you can see, Netskope was able to inspect this activity in real time, trigger the policy, and block the risky activity from taking place. We can now verify that the policy triggered and the risky activity was prevented by going to the Netskope admin console.